morning, friends. Got a question. What in your world do you feel is precious or special? We could say our kids are, and our husband is, and that kind of thing. But for me, precious and special are actually words that aren't great. So you think you're so special. Oh, precious. You ever hear that kind of mocking about those words? I internalized them. So that's what I'm going to explore today as we walk and talk. Welcome. This is Leaning In with Anne. It's a live that I do every weekday morning where I just talk about the things that have come to mind and processing stuff that I'm trying to figure out. And being a priority, having somebody or me being precious to someone, me being special to someone, feels weird. So what that does is it makes it so that somebody else being precious to me, special to me, feels weird. So just want to peel this one apart a little bit. I found this journal that a friend of mine has that's just incredible about aligning with your money and what that looks like. This is where my brain started going. How many of you have said, I wish money just didn't even exist. I wish we could just, not even have it. I have said that so many times. I just wish I didn't have to bother with it. I never have enough money. All the things that we say about money. And I realized I do not treat my money as special and precious. Now, if you go all the way back and watch some walk and talks I did, you will see that there was this revelation that I had from a friend that I really chewed up, and that is having a walk and talk with your money. And that, we were going to walk and talk every day. And there's some questions about this. About, hey, money, have I hurt you? Is there anything you want me to know about you today? How do you feel about me? My friend said, as she was discussing this idea of having a talk with our money, that she realized that she was in a narcissistic relationship with her money. And that she was like, you go do this, you go do that. She didn't thank her money. Thank you so much for serving me. Thank you for bringing me this thing that I wanted from you. And it was kind of like an eye-opener. The other thing she says she noticed is like, no matter what money has done for me, it's never enough. And how much that reflected in her relationship with her ex-husband. So I got thinking about this idea that I was told and taught that to be special is wrong. That's conceited and prideful. And to be precious is even more so. That's like a pretty princess, who just demands everything and attention and support, love, servitude, So those words, precious and special, there probably are more. They're not in my vernacular. And how much I feel the same way about money. It's not special to me. It's not precious. It's just a thing that I use. And half the time it's not even around when I need it. And I have to work really hard to call it back into my attention. Do you ever feel like that with a relationship where you just are working so hard to get attention? You don't feel special. You don't feel important. Yeah, it's interesting to see how much that correlates with our money. So I've decided to switch this around, not just with my money, but I desire to feel special. I desire to feel precious, seen, heard. How that's going to show up, I don't know. But it's something that I want to experience now. And I'm not talking about all you out there in wherever social media land. I'm talking about special. That intimate specialness. Now, with that being said, I got to caveat this. My husband is a great man who takes care of me and provides. And I know that he cares deeply about me. And at the same time, I don't think I let myself feel special. Like, to believe that I'm special. I believe that there's duty. I mean, he's married to me, and we've got this thing that we got going on, and it's good. But that other thing, special. I've kind of bumped that out in my brain and saying, well, that's for newlyweds, that's not real love. Real love just settles in and you get comfortable. So instead of precious, I accept comfortable. I guess that's step one with money, right? I am comfortable with money. Are you comfortable with money? I have a friend who talked about how he's gotten good at generosity. The problem is he's not got good at retention. He'll have money, but he doesn't retain it. He loves the feeling of giving it, which is a shift, but he doesn't hold it. Not stifle it, not suffocate it, not put it in jail and hold it hostage. That's being stingy. But having enough and more, being able to retain it and just hold it. Question, when was the last time you were held? I mean, really just wrapped up and held. Not because it's like, okay, it's leading to something else. When's the last time you just held? Like you were special and you were precious. And it was delightful to hold you or to hold someone. Just delightful to just be in their presence and have that physical touch. I kind of want to do that with money. I want to do it in my life too, but I heard recently what would be different if you treated your money like you do your lover. How'd that go down? And does it actually reflect? I was working yesterday with this little remarkable thing that I have and making some templates about how I want to do some things in the morning. And some of you know that I used to come on here and do my Create Your Day. What would I love to feel today? But I put that into this little sheet. What would I love to feel today? And then I thought about gratitude. What are 3 things I can be grateful for? And I realized that one of the things that I teach and that I need to put into the sheet is, what evidence is there today of God's love and attention to you? Can you see God's love and attention? I can today. I have a really good friend who we haven't seen each other for a long time. And she came walking at the park with me this morning. We were walking around and talking. It was just so good to have a friend. I'm grateful I feel loved by God that He provided me a friend, and therefore I feel grateful for a friend. Gratitude is when you allow yourself to be loved, the natural expression is gratitude. Thank yous, or a list of things to be grateful for, is not feeling grateful. And then, what would I like to do? Like 3 things to do today. Just 3. 3 things that not accomplish. These are the things I will do. And then, on the next page, we have a morning money matters sheet where we go in and we say, hey money, is there anything you would like to tell me about you today? And that's that walk and talk with money, like actually connecting into as though money is your friend. Is there anything you'd like me to know about you today? Anything you're excited about doing? Do you need to rest? Do you want to go explore? What would you like to do today, money? And then the next question is, how do you feel about me, money? You could write, as though money's answering, I feel supported by you right now. I feel seen. I'd like you to see more. Whatever that is. And then the last one is, do you have any requests of me today, money, that would feel really supportive to you right now? So in my today, there are a couple of financial commitments that I have disengaged from, and I need to have conversations, and I hate talking about money. Oh, can you hear that? If money was actually a friend, I hate even talking about her. The energy of that would be not great. I would love for you to handle those commitments and have the conversations. And it's because, how does money feel about me? Money loves me. Money's here to support me. Money wants to take care of me. I want to make money precious. And I want money to work in a way that I am precious. Isn't that so cool? We have to be friends with it first. We have to talk to it. So I did this once, and in my conversations, like, is there anything you want me to know about you? And you just listen, okay? You just listen to whatever the thought is that comes. And the thought that came was, I'm stretched too thin. I'm so stretched out, and then you want me to be more. I'm like, oh, that's awful. That I don't even see how thin you are, and that I want you to be more. Huh? Well, what do we do? And then I heard, look at all your subscriptions. Bring me home. I want to be home for a bit. Wow, that's interesting. So I did. I canceled some subscriptions, and I had more money in my bank account because I wasn't, $3 here and $7 there. She just wanted to come home. It was such a great moment of conversation with money. So we're going to talk to money as though we're talking back and forth with a friend. If I were to say, hey, is there anything that you want me to know about you today? Like, how are you doing? And you can tell me anything. What if money could tell you anything? Yeah, I'm really super excited about this thing that we're doing. And like, what if money could talk? Pretty cool, right? And then the next question, hey, money, how do you feel about me today? Like, am I treating you well? Do you feel loved and supported by me? Like, what do you feel about me? Oh my gosh, this is one thing I know. Money loves you. We can hate money, but money actually is just love. That's all it is. It just wants to love on you. I'll explain that in just a second. I had a really profound moment with God last week about all this. And then the next question again is, do you have any requests of me that would feel super supportive to you today, money? Yeah. Can you call that woman and see if we can get a budget set up? Yeah. Can you move me from this account to that account? Yeah. Can you just let me rest today and not spend me? I kind of there's something that's coming up and I want to have enough energy for it. Can you imagine if money could actually talk to us that way? So, I had a conversation with God about money just a week or so ago. And I was contemplating it and saying, the way money comes to me is there's a great big hit of money. I do things that I need to do. I try to take care of myself. I'm generous with other people, and then it's gone again. It's like a hit and miss. Like, it's there and that's not. It's there and that's not. And I went, oh, kind of like my relationship with Tom, because he travels. And he's there, we have time, and then he's not. Wow, that's interesting that my money reflects that relationship. So as I was sitting there, I got curious. Not desperate, but curious, because I was contemplating this thing called money, the energy of it. Money. The lack of it, all the things that it causes when there's lack. the greed of it, the control of it, all of those things. And as I was sitting there, I was just writing my letter to God. I went, oh, none of this is your way, is it? I got curious, what is money in the highest, most godly form? What is it? Because I don't think I get it. So I'm exploring this a lot. Being a money magnet and a money retainer and a generous source, like that's what I would love. So I kind of said a prayer. Well, I did say a prayer. And I asked to be taken out of the club. Let me explain. When I had my breast cancer diagnosis, what happens when you have that moment is you go into fear. Like there's nothing but fear. You can't not fear. So fear came in. And then as I was researching all of the cancer protocols and what I could do to help my body and everything, there's this alternative side, and I felt all this pissosity. Just anger about Big Pharma, conspiracy. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just there was so much of this energy. So I was either in fear or anger. And I went, God, I can't do anything with either one of those. Like, if I'm sitting in fear, I can't hear you because I'm always worried. If I'm sitting in anger, then I don't trust you, anything you say. And I could actually turn on my body. Like I could be mad at my body for showing me that there's a wound there. Like, what do we do? And I finally had this idea and this understanding that, yeah, I entered into the collective consciousness of fear, if you will, when I had cancer. And I went, oh, hey God, can you take me out of the club? Like, I just want to be taken out of that club. I don't want to sit in fear. I don't want to say that's how I have to do this. And then the anger. Can you take me out of that club? Like I want this open channel, like right here in between, where it's just me and you doing a thing so I can heal from all this. And he did. So now I'm thinking, on the one side, there is lack, there is not enough, there is struggle, there is pain, there is worry, there's anxiety with money. And on the other side, on the negative, there is greed, and there is control, and there's domination, and there's exploitation. And there's irresponsibility. There's all those things, right? And yet there's another place. There's a place where men and women who have found the actual essence of money, the love, use it, and they feel loved, and they like to love, and they bless people, and they lift people, and they serve people. I have tried to play in that arena, giving out of lack. Like, I don't have enough, so I'm going to give you all that I have because I know how to live without enough. It's not the club that I want to be in. And then on the other side, there's the I have enough, but I'm not giving it to you. I've had that club. I played in that myself. Like, that's when I don't pay my bills because I'm afraid that I'm not going to have enough. So, getting out of the club. Hey, God, what is the energetic vibration, if you will? What's the vibe of holy money? I mean, you make a fish have a coin in its mouth, you know? You have the ability to do this, and why is money on the earth? It's not just man's doing. Like, there's a thing here. And you ask us for your money. You ask for 1/10. Like, what is that? And I've decided to change my misperceptions about money. Everything I know about it. Let's just change it. Let's have something different. So that's my thoughts today. I'm going to create my day. I'm going to go create some worksheets. I've already done my walk. I've done 4 miles today. this morning. So now I'm going to go home and get some work done. So let's shift this around. What if you were operating in nothing but love with money in the right way? Not love of money in the negative way, but receiving money as love. What if you were doing that? What impact could we have in this world? Where would it be spent? Where would it be saved? What would be created? That's what we're going to work on. That's it. Thanks for being here today. I'll see you.